Awesome. Okay, recorded. Okay, welcome everybody. It is, I guess, mid-month, Wednesday, Team B call, 30 minutes. We're going to go over the new Freedom Revolution that has been tweaked when it comes to getting started, and I'm going to walk you through that. But before we do that, I just have a couple kind of housekeeping. So first off, I do want to shout out to Brandy for doing an amazing skin beauty event last week. We had so much fun online doing facials. We had a lot of people doing facials online, and Brandy, with your background and passion of skin health, it was so fun and got some raving reviews. So we'll have to do that one again. So thank you so much for your brilliant presentation. I also want to do a shout out, and actually, Melissa, I'll let you shout out to your event that you hosted last night. Maybe say some words about what it was like, where to get the recording, and should we do it again?
Oh, I find it hard to find the words for this event last night. I knew it was going to be good because I know these people really, really well, and I know their stories and how strong they are and how they've persevered and come through on the other side. But the way
it's not in my drive.
The way they shared their stories was just so incredibly moving and powerful. So a massive shout out to Sarah Naylor, talking about addictions and eating disorders. Jenny B, just the reality of divorce, separation, and going through that. And Janice, oh my gosh, who started this whole party. You guys have to hear this talk, sharing so much from debt or lack of money to handing her sons off to be raised by their father because she couldn't afford to her own mental health. And then my sister talking about death, the sudden death of her husband last year and what state she was left in, and just shared some of the raw moments of what it's like. It was just crazy. And then Leanna finished it off, sharing her heartfelt story of the loss of her third child, and just how strong they are to get through this. And the thread that wove all the stories together was our community. And sorry, my dog. And the finances too, helping pay for Christmas. So he's got the newspaper and he's helping pay for Christmas, helping pay for bills, helping whatever it might be, but mostly the community that just, I forget which one said it, but just this community wraps their arms around them from day one and still hasn't let go. So it's amazing. Nikki posted it so quick, which I'm so glad. It's in Team B. So if you have not watched it, do so. It's just over 30 minutes. I can't say enough about it. It was so incredible. I swear, you share that event with anyone, and if they're looking for a community, man, they'll sign up on the spot. They'll be asking, where do I join? It was absolutely incredible. So huge shout out to those 5 rock stars.
Awesome. Thank you for hosting that, Melissa. And I know, I thought we were going to totally not do it. She was down in Florida working at Leslie's house, her sister, and they were going from morning to night, and I hadn't heard from Melissa. I'm like, I don't know if we can pull this off. And of course, there's Melissa always figuring it out, and she did. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. It was very good. And yes, I was bawling too last night. So thank you for that, and everyone that participated. I just love this community and that we get to do that. I do see some new faces that have never been on this call. So is anybody want to shout out any of their new team members that have joined?
I do. I want to shout out Cheryl. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad that you are with us, and I hope that you will be as happy to be here as we are.
Awesome. Wonderful. Welcome, Cheryl. Any other shout outs to new teamies that might be watching this later? Or
I'm not sure if I've shouted out to Allison on this call yet, but we're within her 30 days still. She Partner Plus in her 10 days, and we are working really hard to QSC. So it's so close, it's happening, and I love her.
Awesome. Welcome.
Can I give a shout out? I know my girl's not on here, but I just have a new team member that signed up a couple days ago. Her name is Kim Cohn. She is a firecracker of a person. She has the vision, she has the drive, and we are prepping to do her call here at 6 o'clock. And normally when I tell people we're going to do a launch call for them, they contact maybe their closest 5. She was like, I'm aiming for 50, and she's got 20 that said yes, and she's pushing beyond that, and she's messaging, and she wants QSC. And when it was funny, because when she signed up, she said, I just want to try the product. And within less than 12 hours of like getting her product, she was like, did it for the commission back, right? And just to kind of have her foot in the door. And then all of a sudden it was just, before she even got the product, she was like vibing on the company, and she was like, my goodness, like this is the most amazing community I've ever seen. And she's just pumped and ready to go. And so I am excited to see where she goes.
Awesome, Ariel. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. Before we dive into some training, I do want to honor somebody that we just lost in our Juice Plus community. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I know that there's a lot of you that probably have no idea who this amazing human being is. So I'm going to just read one of my friends who just did a beautiful, I guess it's some words in honor of him. And then I'm going to just play a short video for all of the people that don't know who Dr. Du Bois. Am I saying it right, Melissa? I'm always Dr. Du Bois. Yep. Okay, I'm going to read. So there are no words to summarize the impact that this incredible man made on our planet. Dr. Rick Du Bois spent many years as a physician working with HIV and AIDS patients back in the 80s, when the world was turning its back on these young men, and sometimes their own family members were doing the same. Dr. Du Bois was always hugging, comforting, and treating these patients. He understood the connection between nutrition and more positive outcomes in his patients, and he fought to save many lives when the hospital would have rather turned them away. Not only did he make an impact in his medical career, but also in our Juice Plus world. Dr. Du Bois traveled around the world to share his passion for nutrition and health. He and his wife, Jan, took time from their own lives for free to travel and educate people on another way of thinking about health, a progressive way. Our hearts are broken for Jan today, and I'm praying that she finds comfort in the legacy and impact they both made together in our Juice Plus community. Dr. Du Bois, the ripples you have made in the world is a legacy that will live on for many lifetimes. We are blessed for the time we had with you. Rest in peace. So 16 years ago, 6 months into me signing my application, he was one of the first speakers I ever got to meet. And as I brought and dragged my husband to come see his first speaker of Juice Plus, we were only on the red and the green capsules, not the purple. The purple, the berries was still available. And as he was starting to go through the research, Dr. Du Bois was talking about how the vineyard helped men's health down below, circulation. And I remember my husband, Arthur, as he presented the presentation on heart health and how heart health also means, male health down below. And I got the nudge from my husband in this presentation, and he nudged me and he goes, I think we need to get on this vineyard really fast. And I'll never forget that. That was kind of our first, way and introduction to getting on our berry blend was Dr. Du Bois convincing my very scientific husband that it would be in his best interest to be on the berry blend forever. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I just want to, if you've never met him before, I'm going to play a 1-minute clip so you get to know his passion. Hold on.
The foundation of human health is a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, grapes and berries. So I always tell people, your health is your choice. Our nutrition is our choice, and we get to choose every day what it is we're going to eat. Each of us individually are responsible for our health. And unfortunately, most people make poor choices. If we want to reduce the risk of disease and maintain our health, it's our responsibility. Nobody's going to do that for us. Certainly not the government. The insurance companies won't do it. And many times even your spouse won't do it. It's our personal responsibility, and we have to take that responsibility if we want to be healthy. And I recommend 2 choices. Number 1, provide your family with more fruits, vegetables, grapes, and berries. And number 2, bridge the gap between what you do eat and what you should be eating by adding Juice Plus to your family's daily nutrition.
Awesome. So tonight, maybe say a prayer and a blessing of the legacy that this man left. He definitely came up to Ontario many, many times to help and support our community here. For the naysayers and the people that needed the science, that we had somebody with his caliber of education and expertise at the forefront of the room to convince those naysayers to be with us today. So again, thank you so much, Dr. Du Bois, for your legacy. Okay, so we're going to shift gears, and I want to just introduce you to the changes on the Freedom Revolution. So if you're brand new or just never been on the Freedom Revolution, this is an amazing ongoing evolution tool that has been put together from top field sales, along with integrating kind of our marketing team to make sure that we have a one-stop shop for you guys, especially if you're an independent learner and you like to get ahead on all of the information. And if you love systems, I'm just curious, who loves systems here? Maybe give me a thumbs up in the little emojis down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like systems. Let's see how many people like systems. Those are our blueprints, your personality code. Brandon's like, yep, awesome. Okay, so this is for you guys. This is the people that love systems. And then you get the Jen Brennans that like, I'll create my own system and go to the top. So yeah, exactly. She just gave me a hard no. Okay, so I'm just going to go into our Freedom Revolution. I just pulled it up here. Give me one sec. There we go. Okay, great. So we are going to go into the Freedom Revolution. Okay, so freedomrevolution.com. Password is revolution to get in behind the scenes. This is our system. They have made a few changes here. I do really like the changes that they made. So for those of you that have kind of been used to going to the Getting Started and having kind of the manual that we have been using for a few years now, the manual is gone. Okay, the manual is gone. So this is new for all of us as of like this week. They got rid of the manual. And this is more of a step-by-step that anywhere in the world, people can use this model and help people succeed. So if you're brand new, you go to what's called the Get Started section. So you would click on Get Started. And what I like about it is it really is just step-by-step. So as you can see, it says Juice Plus Getting Started, achieve your first promotion of Partner Plus. That's what Ariel was excited about, that she helped her first partner get to Partner Plus. And what is so great is it's step-by-step. It talks about welcome. It talks about what's your why. You click here, and then you need to have a conversation with your new partner, and you need to find out what the why is. That's really, really important, right? And there's a great video there to watch. So just step-by-step. And then if they haven't signed up yet, there's click here, and they get to sign up on the spot. If they have, you move to the next section, which is to get your own personal order placed. There's a Partner Plus overview here, so you would click on here, and this is a video. I want to point out to you guys, which is really exciting, if you're in the US, because we have some US teammates on here tonight, you can see here that this is right now the US numbers, so you would watch this video, and this is what's called your Partner Plus planning sheet right here. But if you're in Canada, look what happens is you can press the little Canadian flag and bam, you're right there for our Canadian business. So it's how to achieve Partner Plus in Canadian style and with your worksheet, which is beautiful. So you can go back and forth really easy. Who likes that? Give me some love. This is like so awesome. So exciting. So I'm just going to go back right here. Okay, so
Where was the flag?
top right corner. Top right corner of the page. Yeah, you'll see it when you go into it. And then, and so then you watch your video, you understand, okay, I need like 3 orders in Canada. I need my 1,200 points. And then the great thing here is they've highlighted some of the best product videos that you can use to send people, because typically people want information. What is Juice Plus? Tell me about Juice Plus. How is it made? So what they've done is they have, it says here, take a few minutes and watch each of them. This doesn't take long. I would say it would probably take about an hour if you're a new partner to go through this, about an hour. So to give yourself, mark yourself an hour, maybe it's 30 minutes, but you want to go through all this information. You want to watch our new videos, how it's all made. And then it's making the list, right? You've got to write down the name of the people that you want to start to introduce these products to, and even potentially the business.
With the
Go. And then for some people, they get stuck on what to say. Oh my gosh, Nicole, I don't know what to say. They get stuck, right? They maybe have like, I don't want to screw up. I've got fear because if I don't know what, I'm speaking about, people are going to think less of me. I don't know what your story is in your head, but we all have stories that kind of go on. So I love that if you click on here, this actually goes into sharing Juice Plus and what to say. So there's actually a video to teach you and coach you. How brilliant is that? And then there are so many different examples. If you're talking to a sister, a mom, a friend, giving people options, examples of adding partners, reaching out to call people. There are lots and lots of examples if you feel stuck. So that's where you can go. Who's loving this so far? Give me some love. Like, talk about like, yes, exactly, like simple. And then here, and I know that Cheryl, we were talking about social media and like what to, what to post, so right here, if you click on here, there is a great video on getting started on social media. So how do I do it? What does that look like? So watch the social media video. And then it gives you some, there are 3 types of posts to focus on: education, entertainment, and engagement posts. And then they give you different examples. So here's, some examples of engagement posts, the examples of Juice Plus posts. Still to this day, one of my favorite ones is just putting your capsules in your hand, like first post, right? And making people curious, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm just putting like 35 fruits and vegetables in my family's health every day in these tiny little capsules, and make people ask, oh my gosh, what is that? I could use that. My kids don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, right? So a great first post, but I just love that they have examples there and some great visuals. Okay. And then when you go back, you got social media, and there you go. Congratulations on your first promotion to Partner Plus. Starting next month, you'll start to earn a 5% commission rate. What would an extra monthly income mean to you and your family? And then click here for next steps to achieve your. So really this section is helping people get their 3 customers. And just like Ariel was saying, that she's getting off of this call a little bit early because she actually has a business launch. And a business launch is just you getting on with, your upline sponsor, and it's you introducing yourself to your friends and family about how excited you are. And then it's one of us playing a presentation, doing a presentation that teaches and educates about our products, and then closing off and asking, like, if you're interested, great, reach out to me. I'll get your, started. If this isn't the right time, that's okay too. Thank you for being here and knowing what I'm doing, because this is just really important to get your support, right? We don't want them to feel pressure. We don't want them thinking that they have to order products because they're your friends. But it's just, it's an introduction. It's very casual. So typically in that business presentation of the products, that's when you get some orders and generate, and then you follow up with them and you make sure that they have enough information. So that's Partner Plus. Pretty easy step by step. If we're all on the same system, it gets really easy and really duplicatable. Okay. And then the second is you're clicking here. And now it's about exploring the next step. And so there's a great video here that you can watch that talks about it. And then it goes into your next step of qualifying sales coordinator overview. So again, Mom, what I was saying is at the very top right, I don't know if you can see it, there's the Canadian sign right at the very top right of the page. Can you see it? You might have to go on your computer to see it, but there's a little Canadian sign. If I click on it, yeah, you see it. And then it's Canada. Okay, so then you watch your video on how to get to qualifying sales coordinator, and there's your worksheet. So very simple. I just love it because it's really simple. It's really doable. Key business videos. So this is actually for people now that you're starting to talk about the business, joining your team. They highlight, there's fact sheets here, there's Tower Garden videos here, and there's business videos here as well. So if they want more information on the videos. And these, what the cool thing is about these is you can save them to your phone. So have them really easy and accessible to your phone. And then you can also save these images. These are images that they have created, which is so beautiful. Look at how gorgeous they are. These are images that you can actually save on your phone. And Cheryl, I think I sent you some of them, but you can even print off the more. So somebody's like, oh, tell me about your omegas. Oh, tell me about your chews. Every kind of thing is, these are our product fact sheets. And they are so gorgeous. We have hired one of the top marketing firms in the world, huge brands. And we're so grateful that they are, helping us create this type of visual and content. So that's where they are. Okay, I'm going back to getting started. Got the business videos, and then expanding your list. Who else comes to mind that needs to hear Juice Plus in our business? Jot down some more names. So you've got your 3 customers from Partner Plus. Now we're going to think about expansion. Who else do you know in your circle, that might need our products? Then you also want to start to work with your partner on their dream team. Like, who would you actually like to work with? I always like to get them to think of like 5 to 10 people that you could start to like, hey, I thought of you because, and there's a form here that you can fill out right here, your dream team. I think they have 5 on your list, and you can watch that video so that you can start to think about the people that you might want to work with. And key, yeah, so that's good there. Okay, and then what to say. Scheduling 3-way calls. So just to give you an example, like Randy set me up with Cheryl this week and we had a 3-way call. Really, really important. They work. 3-way calls are amazing. It shows you how to invite to an event. As you guys know, as a team, we're constantly doing events over and over again. And those events are for you guys to help build and to send people to educational events so that they can learn and get excited about our community and our products. Also caring for your customers. That's when you want to start to learn a little bit about follow-up and what to say. And then helping them be successful of launching new team members. And there's actually a checklist here. And it's so cool because there is right here how to launch a new team member. Just actually kind of what I'm kind of going through is what's on this video. And the getting started steps, step by step. So you can click on it and get more, and you can blow it up. So it actually just shows you step by step by step by step. So that's how we can all train our new partners, which is really exciting. Okay, so, and then I'm going to go back. It's very user friendly. And then as we close off here, it's congratulations on achieving QSC. And then you pretty much, click here so that you can learn about the next position. And from there, you really go into the full site. What we've been, what they've told us is that when you're a new partner, it's very, very overwhelming if you go onto the Freedom Revolution and there's like over 600 different documents. Now, there is a small percent of partners that will drool over that and it won't intimidate them. Okay, so that might be a few of you on here where like you could handle that. But for the majority of people, if you're like the type of person that, like, and Brandon's shaking his head, it overwhelms you. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, there's like 70 different types of examples of posts, and it's just too much for your brain. And it's not in any way bad or good. It's just that there are different people that can handle it and they can't. So I love this new approach, which is we just want to keep it simple for our new partners. We want to keep it really simple. We want to show you how to get to QSC. QSC is our core rank. You figure out how to do QSC. You figure out how to get your 12 customers. You figure out how to start to love on your customers. You figure out how to maybe sign up your first partner, and you're starting to get your feet wet in a true business model of Juice Plus. And then once you do that and your confidence starts to build, your job is to start to move into what we call your leadership. You start to go, okay, now that I kind of feel like I'm, getting my feet wet, you start to help to teach other people to do what you just did. And our business is based on duplication. And, the leaders that are on here will tell you, that they ended up moving through it because they figured out the duplication. So I want to hear from a few people right now about what I just showed you. Unmute yourself and tell me what you just saw, who's excited, and what are you most excited about? Stephanie, give me some love.
Okay, so the PDF product sheets, where were those? We need those. Those are so fantastic. I'm so excited to have those.
Yeah, awesome. So there's actually a couple places. So if you actually go into your virtual office, so your back end office, if you go under there, you can go under forms and resources and scroll down, and you can actually get product fact sheets there. So that's one place. And then I just showed you, if you go into QSC, so getting started, QSC, and scroll down to videos it's business videos. If you click on that, that's where that kind of library of PDFs are. So 2 locations, same resources. Good. Awesome. Who else wants to kind of tell me what you think about the new Freedom Revolution? Anybody else?
Yeah,
I
I,
looked on there. Oh, go ahead, Janice.
I just love it because it's step by step. It's small little bits when you're taking somebody through it that's brand new. You don't have to overwhelm them. So for me, that's perfect.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Brandy?
Yeah, I mean, like, we didn't have all these tools when we got started, and this is like, it's like, oh my God, they changed it again. Oh my God, they changed it again. But each time it keeps getting easier for everybody else who's new, right? So for us, I mean, it's not a big deal, but like even in Partner Plus, just showing those a few videos of like what Juice Plus is, I think is such a handy tool with not being able to do these live events that we used to be able to do, where we had all of this information. But even having those pages with the explaining the products, that is such a great resource to, 1, watch the videos, or 2, read that and then do your own post, not with those pages, but with your product and sharing what you've learned.
Yeah, absolutely. Mitra was saying yesterday on her team call that you guys know that we have a new CEO, Stuart, that came from Coca-Cola. That's all about systems. And if you want to grow globally and be in 100+ countries, you have to have your systems. And so this I think was definitely driven by our new CEO, is to say we need to have a global system of starting new partners. I think I've also shared with you guys that our conversion rate for partnership is 2%. Like, it's so tiny because our company has always focused on customer acquisition. And a lot of other companies have much higher rates of conversion. And even if we moved from a 2% to a 4%, that would like double our businesses. And so I'm really excited to start to really, make sure that you guys start to get comfortable with presenting the business. And so Melissa and I, so give Melissa, there's a few people that don't know who you are. Melissa is my partner in crime, and we do this business together. And so she's coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna like pull up our sleeves and do a lot of more extra planning. But I'm really excited to, tomorrow we have our story workshop. So from 1 till 3 to help you build your story. So for those of you that are still struggling, which is probably most of us, Melissa's like, I still need to tweak my story. I'm still tweaking my story. So it always revolves or evolves, I mean. And so don't be intimidated by if you feel like, oh my gosh, like I should have my shit together and my story together. No, this is all about just helping you tweak where you're at. So join us tomorrow from 1 till 3. we are going to be working in on Zoom, putting you in breakouts, and Melissa and I will be bouncing around and helping you tweak your story. But then what I also want to say is that we're going to be working on doing helping you guys present the business. That is a new skill set for a lot of people, and we are going to probably put that in the calendar over the next month as well, is doing business workshop. And you guys get to go in the breakout rooms and practice on each other about getting confident in the business. Because I want every single one of you to be just as good at presenting the business as the product. And I tell you, if you can get to that place, it will change your business, I promise you. And I know it took me years of thinking I needed to know all the numbers and feeling like it had to be perfect and I didn't want to screw up. And it really held me back because it limited me in the conversations that I was having. And hence why I did more customers than I did partners. So if you can get comfortable in the business presentation, it will change your business for sure. So we will definitely be setting those workshops up as well. And I will, Renee just said that's what I was going to say. I love the step-by-step. Awesome. Anushka, did you have something you wanted to add? Because I know that you were on mute. Did you want to add something?
Yeah, so I was looking at these product business product sheets, and I saw the same ones in French and Switzerland, and I was wondering if we can grab those and integrate them because they already kind of exist.
Yeah, I think they're available on our virtual office.
Yeah, I know, but in this new like approach on Freedom Revolution, like
Yeah.
if like kind of to integrate these, it's like it doesn't need to be redone. There are already things are existing.
Oh,
And
I
so
see
like
what
on
you're
the
saying.
so for example on the starter kit in French, you
Yeah.
can just grab these PDFs and put them on the. I mean, I'm a bit stuck. I'm sorry, I'm speaking from the French population here. I don't know how to integrate them in the Team B 830 because they don't speak English. I'm trying to figure out what to do on that one. And
Okay, great.
it's like this ongoing
Yeah.
conversation in my head. Like I'm here, I'm so privileged I speak English, but
Yeah, we'll take it offline. We have a few more French meetings scheduled in the calendar, and we'll brainstorm together to see how we can work with corporate to support your needs. So thank you for bringing that up. I really appreciate it. And we will definitely do everything that we can to make sure that we set you guys up for success. We are rooting for your French community. We want you to succeed as much as you do. So we are on it, girl. I promise. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. It's 9:04. So I'm going to say goodbye because we have to wrap up. And Melissa's like, no, I want to talk. Okay. Ooh, zip.
I had my hand raised and everything. Can't you see?
No, that's too detailed for me. You know that.
I just wanted to put it out there to those that work during the day and can't attend the story workshop. Would you like us to run one at night? It is by far one of the most amazing tools to have in your toolbox to be able to just have your story roll off your tongue and be so powerful. Like listening to the stories that were shared last night to how they tweaked them just a few days before. Incredible. So it's so powerful. So yes. Okay. So we will get some dates out there for you and then let you know. What I want you to do right now is to write out your story just as it is. Yes, actually write it or on the computer so you can read it, because you're going to come to that very first meeting and read what you have and then go into those groups and you'll get some feedback and then you'll start to edit it. Don't go with it just off the top of your head because you won't say it again the same, and you want to be able to edit that each time so it gets better and better and better. So we'll get back to you with dates, but in the meantime, just start writing it out. Don't worry about it. Don't get hung up on anything. It's your story. It can't be wrong. We're just going to make it that much better, more emotional, so you really share the best parts of it. That's all.
Okay. Oh, and tomorrow night is Dr. Mitra Ray, 9 p.m. So I like to say it's like shred on crack. So a lot of people have been doing the shred in our community for so many years. It's a plant-based lifestyle. We're trying to teach people And I wanted, because I'm actually on an advanced cleanse right now. My mom and Jim know about it because my mom introduced it to me. So I'm advanced, and I'm like, I want people to know how to do this stuff. I want people to know how to do a self enema. Maybe you don't want to know, but it's important to empower you guys to know about that stuff. And so Mitra, I brought the hammer. I could have done it, but I want the hammer. I want Mitra, who is the developer of the Shred program, to take your Shred experience to a whole new level. So if you think you're pooping lots now, you just wait. So you want to make sure that you get on tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Dr. Mitra Ray. It is on the corporate line, Zoom line. We have 1,000 people that can attend. It's open to all of Shining Star. So make sure that you bring guests and take advantage of that. Yeah. Will it be recorded? Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with live stream, but it's recording only right now. So, and Flyer has this line as ID. It's a corporate Flyer has this line as ID. Are you sure, Lori?
Yeah, I thought that's what I saw. I thought I saw this line. 793-196-0972. That's our line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's on the
On the
flyer.
corporate. Okay, so we've only got 100 lines, so we'll probably max out. So get on early. Awesome. Okay, so I'll say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For those that are QSC and higher, and we're going to do a little quick powwow, and I'm going to take you through a little bit more of the Freedom Revolution beyond QSC tonight. So if you want to stay on and can stand for the next 20 minutes, QSCs and higher. Thanks everyone, and have a great night. I'm going to stop recording this too. Stop recording. There we go. Stop recording. Yes.